Hi, Larry Elterman here, and this is my fourth and final video in my Cycle Stop Valve Exposé series. And in this video, I want to talk about a video that Cycle Stop Valves made. Cycle Stop Valves Incorporated made this video here, which is called How a Pressure Tank Works and Why You Need a Cycle Stop Valve. And it is their most popular video, having 273,000 views. And I'm hoping that if you search for this video, you'll come across my video. And what I want to do is I want to debunk this video as utter nonsense, because none of the things they say in this video are true. So I want to debunk it as utter nonsense. Now, I'm going to point out that this isn't my first video on the subject. I've actually created 3 videos before. My first video was a general video about how I thought the Cycle Stop Valves was not engaging in ethical practices, how they had a lot of misinformation in their videos, and they were saying things that I didn't think was true. And as a result, I got a lot of backlash from the company. They told me, they posted things on my video. They said things like, "You're an embarrassment, you're an idiot, you don't know anything about pumps, you're an embarrassment to all engineers, you're a liar," etc., etc. Many, many bad comments. Not liking that, I decided to make more videos. So my second video, expose number 2, I went into more the practices of the company, exactly what they do to deceive people and how they deceive people. And I compared them to another company called Flowmatic, which also makes a similar product, but I pointed out that they don't deceive people in the same way that Cycle Stop Valves deceives people. Then I made my third video, and this video was about a particular video that Cycle Stop Valves made again, which they talked about a VFD, and they tried to claim that their little cycle reducing valve, their cycle stop valve, their pressure reducing valve, they tried to claim that it was better than a VFD, a variable frequency drive, which is a sophisticated piece of equipment, a proven technology to keep pressure constant and save money. And their claim was utter ridiculousness. And as I said over here, I exposed this video as complete nonsense. I exposed it completely, utterly, and without mercy. So I want to provide a warning to you. If you are thinking about buying a cycle stop valve, if you've watched Carrie's video and he's convinced you that a cycle stop valve is a good thing, then I suggest that please, before you buy a cycle stop valve, take the time to watch my videos, expose 1, 2, and 3. Because if you do, you will realize that basically everything he says is nonsense. For example, in my video number 3, I look at the scenario that Carrie describes in this video about VFDs. And this is a scenario where he's controlling a deep well pump 100 feet below the surface, and he's controlling it with a cycle stop valve. And I show that if you control it with a cycle stop valve and you use water the way a normal family of 4 uses water, and I go with this into detail in this video, but I'm just going to recap it here. I show that in a single day, the pump will go on and off 62 times, running for 108 minutes while pumping 278 gallons of water. Then I compare that to the way it should be done, which is to use a water storage tank. And I show that with a water storage tank, you only have 1 cycle versus 62 cycles with a CSV. And the runtime is only 13.6 minutes versus a runtime of 108 minutes with a CSV. And the amount of kilowatt hours you use is only 0.24. And here it's 1.36. So you can see in this summary that using a water storage tank is way better than using a CSV. And then I say this, 62 cycles, and they call it a cycle stop valve. They should call it a cycle go, go, go valve. And then I show this little joke graphic where I say, buy our cycle go, 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 go valve for people who love cycling. I love cycling. So if you watch any of Carrie's videos and he convinces you maybe that you should buy a cycle stop valve, I'm going to say to you, you really should not buy a cycle stop valve until you watch my videos. Video Expose 1, Expose 2, and Expose 3. And after watching those videos, if you still want to buy a cycle stop valve, well, by all means, go ahead and do it. So anyways, I will display these 3 videos at the end of this video. These videos are in a playlist, and I will display the playlist at the end of this video. In the meantime, enjoy this little clip from the Stephen Colbert Show, which shows that you can prove anything with doublespeak and rigmarole. And I hope they consider this clip fair usage and they don't hit me with a copyright violation. But we'll see what happens.
Okay, first you invert the binomial probability formula to modulate the angle distribution, which of course is derivative of the quadratic integers. Then you divide the slope-intercept plus or minus the unsequenced Fibonacci, factoring the Pythagorean theorem of your calculus, and boom!
You have proven that a cycle stop valve will stop global warming and save the world. Watch all my CSV expose videos on this playlist.